Hans Schurshaw here for XPro Heli. We are super excited to get rid of this and show you our brand new XPro Heli 2. This thing is super great. Half the weight of our old one. You can see how much weight we've taken off just by the metal pieces that we've eliminated. Still the same design. We've got our mount up on the front, keep our camera down low and out front of the prop so we don't see anything in the frame when we're filming. Got a battery tab on the back to kind of balance the whole thing as it flies, and it's super simple. We've actually made it less modular so you can't mess it up. You can only put it together one way, and actually we're going to put it together for you before we ship it to you, but very simple design. There's a screw on each side with a nut and a washer on the inside. You can take it apart if you want to. I don't know why you would, but you can. Comes with these little rubber feet, and it also comes with these pads. Really quick, we're just going to show you our quad and how we have ours set up. We want something so we can visually see which direction this thing is going. When you get this thing up in the air really high, it turns into a little tiny square. So as you can see, if there's nothing here to look at when you're looking at it from the underside or the top side, we put a little ball on here so that we could see the back side, and we made sure it was white. We kept the white on the back and then the red on the front. So we're able to see pretty well when it's flying which direction it's going. That's really the only reason you need these. If you want to put them on, they kind of look cool too, but we put these little rubber feet on here that do a good job of kind of keeping a soft landing and help you if you do kind of hit a little bit hard. It's not going to rattle the whole thing. So we designed this mainly for people that want to get really high-end video. You can use this to do FPV and all that fun stuff, but that's not really what it's for or why we designed it. We designed it to keep the props and the arms out of the frame so that you can actually get paid to go out and get some video for real estate or some aerial video of your city or whatever it is. It's not meant to go out and do tricks and flips, and when you trickers out there call me and say, hey, it doesn't flip like it used to. Well, that's not what it's designed for. This is designed to haul a camera, have a heavier payload, put a heavier battery on it so you get a longer flight time, and get yourself some amazing, stunning aerial video. It's still the same simple procedure to put it together. We put a hole in our center pad. We run all of our wires through the top of the center pad, and then we go ahead and just mount the frame just like this. You got your zip ties, and your zip ties will run up through these holes in the frame, and they'll go right through to the holes in the quad frame, and you zip all four those things down, get those things mounted, and then you got your quad mounted up. Your zip ties are going to be right here. Again, we ran our wiring right down through the center hole. So this is all the wiring coming from up top here. And we put our camera on the front. And when our camera's out here, you can see, one more time, how balanced this thing is. I'm holding it right in the middle, and that thing is perfectly balanced. Just strap around there like that. Your camera will go right on the front. And as you can see, when you lift that up in the middle, it's really balanced. So what you're trying to do is counterweight the camera and the battery so that when you do get this thing flying, that it's really super balanced. Depending on what camera you're using, this one's a lot lighter, and as you can see when I lift it up, this is not exactly balanced. So all you have to do is move your battery forward, and then when you have this lighter camera on there, you'll see when you pick it up, it's nice and balanced. And you basically just move your battery back and forth or your camera back and forth to get that thing to balance just perfectly. So we did design this though so that it would fit lots of different quads. We originally designed it for the 330X. It works with the VIC-20. It works with the 450 frame and all the way up to a 550 frame. So very, very little modification, if any. You may need to drill like another little hole in the bottom of here just so that your zip ties line up a little bit better. We actually like our zip ties not to line up, and so that they're kind of on an angle like this so that each side is pinching in. So that way it doesn't get any rotation or anything like that when it is hooked up. You can see on ours, when I move this thing around, this frame is really super tight on there, but also there's a little tiny bit of flex in between the frame and the quad itself. And what that does is eliminate any vibration you might get from your quad. You know, if it is if one of your props is a little off balance or whatever, and you are getting vibration, that vibration is not going to travel down into the frame. So I've been doing video production professionally for the last 14 years. And this was not available 14 years ago. This wasn't available 2 years ago. These quads and the hexacopters and what's out there and what's available to get this kind of video is just amazing. These small digital cameras that they're super lightweight. We can carry them with these quads that are brand new, and this technology to get these things to work is so cool. And we're amazed. I mean, I'm amazed every single time I go out and I fly and I get some just cool shots, because I just didn't realize how possible it was. With these quads, we can get where we couldn't get with helicopters. We can get down into a golf course, and we can get down into trees, and things that weren't possible before. And the possibilities are kind of endless with these. So I don't know. I'm really excited. I'll show you some footage that we got. So hang in there and check this out.